And welcome back, everyone, to Resurrection series. Today's last Resurrection until we go back into the Zanpakuto next week is, I got another one of mine because I had to just make my own suggestions for the first month of videos. They're all my suggestions. We'll get to the actual viewer suggestions next time around. We're looking at Wolverine. Now, Wolverine, James Howlett, I think it's actually very simple what his Resurrection, his hollow form, even his mask kind of. Oh, the mask was the trickiest part, honestly. But in terms of like his sword, again, standard katana. He was a samurai to begin with, so I don't think that's in question at all. What his mask though would look like, I actually found a little difficult to determine. Now, there's two ideas I had ultimately. It could be that the kissing Batman part of his mask that brings up the blue ears. That could be his hollow mask. At least one side of it could be his hollow mask. It looks a little bit more like, say, like an animal's ear. Or you could maybe get a mask that looks kind of like his mutton chops and kind of just hangs on both sides of his face, giving the appearance of mutton chops. I don't know. I think I enjoy that one a little bit more than the mask eyepiece one. But I leave it to you what you think you enjoy more on that front. What his hollow form probably looked like was something akin to Grimjow's, where Grimjow was a panther. Wolverine obviously would have been a Wolverine-looking creature. And to really kind of bring it home, it would have been a relatively small hollow, but by no means weak. Obviously, its release would be shred or rip apart. And obviously, its release name would be Wolverine or Gloton. Now, Glotana is actually the feminine version of Wolverine, like a female Wolverine. But Gloton would be male Wolverine. Now, its release form and the resurrection itself would look akin to something like Grimjaw's resurrection. It would be a lot of body covering on obviously whatever part of Wolverine's mask is. It would whatever part of Wolverine's mask isn't there. Like if you're going with the mask eyepiece, the other mask eyepiece shows up there and has like an ear shape to it. And if you're going with the mutton chops, I think those just kind of extend out and turn more into like actual hair. I'm not saying it would look exactly like this. No, like he wouldn't have the blades on his arms. He wouldn't be as lithe. He'd actually be a lot more bulkier. And he probably would have a few more open spots. But more to the point, what this resurrection does is twofold. It heightens his regenerative capabilities to the point where he has pretty much Ukiura level regeneration. And it's insanely tough. Like he would have the strongest known Hyaru of any Arrancar ever, period, surpassing Neotora by a mile. This is obviously to give him the impression of his adamantium and his healing factor. Not to mention, he'd have his clear weapon of choice, his quote-unquote adamantium claws. I think there could be one other technique similar to Grimjaw's Disguera, I think it's called, where he has he can just create energy off of his claws and use it for an attack. So that ultimately would be the resurrection of Wolverine. Simple, basic, but there you go. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.